What? That's the longest one of those lizards has survived in front of me. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. In the last episode, we took down the desert ruins, and in this episode, we're going to the Haunted Tomb. Go figure, we finally hit this level right before Halloween. And we're in Egypt. Sweet.
Ah! Yet another daredevil adventurer has come to rob our catacombs of loot. Let's just hope you're made of tougher stuff than the last guy. If you can survive the trials of our catacombs and answer my riddle, we will give you a prize befitting your efforts.
What on earth did you do to the last guy?
Here is my riddle. I am a vessel without hinges, lock or lid. Yet within my walls a golden treasure is hid. What am I?
We're going to have to ponder this throughout the entire Haunted Tomb, but that is the one gimmick of this entire level. There are riddles everywhere. I guess I don't know enough about my ancient Egyptian culture to know that riddles were the bread and butter and how you solved all the diplomatic problems. But anyway, let's talk about the Haunted Tomb. Believe it or not, this level was originally called Catacomb Caverns. I guess they just didn't want to have too much having to do with death and mummies, but then again, you called it a tomb. But whatever. 700 gems, 6 eggs, go figure. And if you ever get hurt, look for the scarab beetles. This is another level I would consider difficult, because of what you have to do to get 100%. A lot of these enemies need to be destroyed with bombs that some of the enemies actually throw. You need to destroy the coffins, destroy the enemies. There are a lot of enemies. They're really strange ones, too. So I'm going to say this one's kind of iffy. It's a little on the spicy side. It's going to give you heartburn, if anything else. Throw another one. Throw it! This is what I'm talking about right here. These guys have pinpoint accuracy, and it's really good that they do. And can I get him? I think I can. Oh. Oh, go figure. The one spot. I'm going to have to aim a little higher. What's cool about these little bomb rock things is if you put them in your mouth, if you grab them before they explode and they start turning red, they actually will not explode. And speaking of explosions, all right, come on, throw another at me. I like how these are actually like sticky bombs too. Ugh, ran right into it. But yes, to defeat half of the enemies in this stage, you need to use those bombs. It's not a bad thing. The coffins do act as spawners, so you're going to want to get rid of those really quickly because you won't get gems from the actual mummies. You're actually going to have to destroy their spawners. Hey, wait a minute. Did that bomb I threw earlier destroy this rock dude? I didn't even notice. Shows how observant I am. I probably should have heard something to that extent, but, you know, it's okay. A pleasant surprise, we'll call it that. There's also falling rocks throughout this entire level. They're kind of a nuisance, but the only reason there are falling rocks in the first place is to actually give you bombs just in case you accidentally kill all the rock dudes. Because the rock enemies are the only ones that throw the bombs, so if you accidentally destroy all of them in one section of the level, look for falling rocks and you'll get the bomb rocks there. So let's say I accidentally kill this dude. He's the only one in this room with the bombs. Say, you are such a jerk. So if I wanted to destroy the rest of these coffins, they're not leaving you out in the desert. Har, har, har. You get, you have the ability to get more bomb rocks just in case you screw yourself over. Let's talk music for a second. The PAL non-greatest hits version, we're going back to that again. This level shares a theme with Cloud Spires. Now, Cloud Spires had a very unique theme. I don't think it would match at all in this one. This theme is pretty catchy, though. And my entire childhood, when playing through this game, I always thought those fodder things, I always thought those were spiders, but no, they're apparently scarabs, and it makes perfect sense. I'm actually going to have to watch the movie The Mummy. Chances are it's not that good. But here it's a cult classic, so I'm probably going to have to take a look at it. Now, this may have been, not playing the game for a while, but I didn't even think on how to destroy these guys when I was going through this game again before this Let's Play. I went through the entire level not destroying anything because I thought, oh, they're going to give me a power-up right at the end and I'm going to be able to blaze through everything, right? No, that's not how it works here. I have no idea why you would want to come over here. I could have sworn there's an easy skill point in this level, and I can't remember where. I know it's in here, though. There has to be one because there's a really simplistic one I remember getting as a kid. And it's like one of the silliest skill points. See, that's what I wish the skill points were a bit more thought out like they were in Spyro 2. Like in Spyro 2, some of them were obvious, and the other ones you had to do like really obtuse stuff. And this one, it actually says in the manual, or in the description in the guidebook, or the atlas, whatever you want to call it, they say it's for the most skilled of players. One of the skill points had you breaking down a clearly breakable wall. So for the most skilled players or the most observant who are actually looking at the game while they're playing. Here's a good example of the falling rocks dropping the bombs that you need to throw at all the enemies. Yeah, you're going to have to, run away from all the other rocks. But, God, your staff, it hit me so far away. It's not fair, but it totally is fair. I should have seen that coming. But just in case you don't want to help or have these two rock guys, you have a full supply of bombs that you can use. And I'm just come on, dog. And work with me here. I guess you would call these Anubis dogs. What would you call a plural Anubis? Anubi? You go to a store all the time and get a Nubi. It's all the Nubis. There's only one dog up here. Interesting. It looks like there should have been two of them guarding this. The little scarab was doing a little dance for the hatching of Christine. Hello, Christine. Oh, we killed the only dancing scarab in the world. Could have made a fortune. Could have paid a dragon's ransom. That was the last level. Shoot. Something interesting about these scarab beetles, the fodder in this actual level, is sometimes, if you look at them closely, some of them will be walking on invisible platforms. They will look like they are walking in air. It's really strange looking. It's funny when it happens, because it looks like they're just glitching around in the air. But, I don't know, maybe there are invisible platforms here, and maybe we're all the crazy ones. Maybe this is some sort of curse in the tomb. It is haunted, after all. That might be an interesting concept for a level, is more of a horror aspect level. Because you have different places. You had Greece, we've had a desert level, we've had a foresty type of level. We've gone through a different gambit of, like a grab bag of different levels, but not a lot of them focus on, like, horror, like monster movies or stuff like that. That'd be an interesting take on some of the Spyro levels. I know it's supposed to be more of a fantastical type of game because we're dealing with dragons and fairies and all sorts of enchanted stuff, but I still think it would be kind of cool to have like a Halloween-themed Spyro level. Maybe in the DLC that'll never happen. Yeah, we'll finally get that Halloween level 20... no, more like 14 years after the fact. Come on, Insomniac. I know you don't own the license to Spyro anymore, but you can help a guy out. I mean, talk to Activision for me. I certainly don't want to talk to them. And, you remember that riddle from the beginning? What's the answer?
I see you've managed to survive the trials of the catacombs. Now let's find out if your wits are as quick as your feet. Do you remember the riddle? I am a vessel without hinges, lock or lid. Yet within my walls a golden treasure is hid. What am I?
Luke, my boy, the one possible answer is a bandicoot. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's clearly an egg.
Have you heard that one before? I never thought you'd get it. Very well. A bargain is a bargain. You may have the dragon egg that I was guarding from the sorceress.
No, I haven't heard that one before. It was just really, really easy. All those other suggestions were either silly or they had hinges. It was pure will.
I've waited 7,000 years for someone to solve that riddle. Now, I can finally head off to Seashell Shore to bury some bones.
7,000 years that you've had that egg. I'm gonna call Bull, Mr. Ali. I wasn't even paying attention to his name. I know it had a lot of extra letters. It could have been alligator for all I know. Another slide puzzle, yes! Because it was so good in Crystal Mines and... No! Crap! Oh, this slide. One more time. I think I can get this. It's not that long of a slide. The one in Crystal Mines was a lot longer, and this one's so short. And I got... Oh my gosh! Well, I got all the gems! That works! Alright. So, 700... Wait, we actually have all the gems already? That's insane! I thought... They must have been all grouped together. There were a lot of 25s, maybe? But that was really quick. That seems too fast to have all the gems. And see how easy it was? You know, sometimes I play really good at games. I'm sorry to put you right in the middle, Malcolm. Thankfully, they put you in a section that's right next to, or at least it should be next to, one of the first challenges we have to do. Okay, never mind. It's a bit farther away. At least they give you a way to get off of the slide. Kind of obvious, unless they wanted, gamers to tear down their doors and say, "Why didn't you make an easy way to get out of this level? We had to kill ourselves to get here." Oh boy.
The first round of the annual Demolition Hovercraft competition is about to begin. There is room for one more contestant, but you'll have to answer a riddle to qualify.
Demolition Hovercrafts.
The riddle is this. If one dragon can lay one egg in 12 years, how long would it take for 100 dragons to lay 100 eggs?
Ooh, I love these kinds of riddles. It's a simple word puzzle. Well, based on what you told me, 12 years.
Very impressive. That is correct. Good luck in the Demolition Hovercraft competition.
I love those kinds of riddles. They give you the answer right there at the beginning, and you're thinking, oh, this is a complicated math problem, but no, it isn't. This part of the level, I absolutely hate. It's not that hard. At least, it shouldn't be this hard. But even as a kid, I had so many problems with this section. Probably because I had no idea what strafing is. If you want to strafe, L1 and R1 are your friends. Just continue to strafe left and right, they'll never hit you. The problem. The second round. Another problem. You do not get your health back from the first round to the second round. I don't think there's actually any health in this section. It's good that they give you two forms of attacks. One of them is useful. The other one, not so useful. The overhead arcing shot there. Well, it worked there.
Well, that was a fierce battle indeed. Please accept this prize for winning the first round.
A fierce battle. Sparks, you're not looking too good. You're looking a little blue. Hey, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, why aren't you doing the moonwalk here? It would have totally fit, man.
You may now enter the championship round. However, this is an exceedingly dangerous sport. Might I suggest you quit while you're still in one piece?
Oh boy, sign me up.
My, such a brave reptile you are. But you'll need much more than bravery to win the championship.
Reptiles are always brave. Either that or we're really, really stupid. The second round has you fighting... Oh, that one shot. Oh, that one shot. I fall for it every single time. The one guy, as soon as he sees you, he fires. And it's kind of unfair if you're not expecting it. And that's normally my problem. I'm never expecting that first shot. Now you have the entire arena to deal with. Again, it shouldn't be this hard. I just suck at this section. I will openly admit that. Mainly because the arc shot, while it does work, sometimes it's not your most reliable option, and it's hard to judge where it's going to land, which is why I mainly go for the ground shot, which actually works a lot better. If you want a quick strategy, as soon as you see a guy across the arena, for example, if I was on the other side of this little bridge, if you do a ground shot, it will glance right over all the little walls and hit him. That is probably the easiest way to get rid of dudes in this part of the arena. So let's say, for example, I'm going over here. Chances are I'll see a guy spawn right there. Oh, no, they're both behind the pots. If you want another strategy, shooting left or right of the pots or doing an arc shot will get these guys. So let's see if I can get these. I know there's one there. Crap, crap, crap. Oh, this section has always given me trouble, even as a kid. All right, let's try this again. Round 2. Yes, there we go. What I do like about the second round is that they actually do give you health just in case you need it. It's too low to the ground to hit with a ground shot, which means you have to do an arcing shot. That's about my only complaint when it comes to getting health in this. At least they give it to you. And I really hate complaining about minigames because throughout the entire Spyro trilogy, almost every minigame has been a shining example of what should make a platformer fun. And then you got a couple like rotten apples in some of them. It's just some of them are just not fun. But there will always be really fun minigames in the Spyro series. This is just one of the examples that didn't quite work, in my opinion. Some others may absolutely enjoy this one. Not me, man. Okay, we got one guy left, and he's over there on the left, if I remember correctly. I kind of left him there because he's an easy target. Let's see, he's probably going to head to the left. Let's try that. Oh, nope. Oh, I was right about him going to the left, and we're all done.
That was indeed a battle for the ages. You're the first dragon to win the competition in over 1,000 years. I proudly present you this year's grand prize.
I'm the first dragon to win, and the last dragon to win. I'm shutting this entire place down. So first we had an MJ, and now we have a TJ. Thomas James. Timothy Jameson. I don't know, I'm just making names up. One more challenge to go. And it seems this character is beginning a lot of spotlight. We got another Agent 9 section, but this one is actually really cool. In theory. But, you know, it is fun to play, at least.
One of those dogs with funny hats put a curse on me just because I shot him in the butt a couple of times. He said he turned my tail into a snake. Does it look like a snake to you? It does feel kind of funny. Come to think of it, oh boy, that dog's gonna pay.
I always thought that was kind of funny. It's because he can't see his tail is why he thinks it's a snake. I'm guessing we have another riddle, right?
Behind this door lie the 5 deadly trials of King Rover. No one has ever survived all 5. In fact, it is so dangerous that I cannot let you through this first door unless you are able to solve my riddle. Here's the riddle. I follow you wherever you go, but the more of me you take, the more you leave behind.
This could be a multitude of things. I know the answer, but what happens if you get it wrong? I'm curious.
I'm sorry, my simian friend, but that was not even close. Perhaps you would prefer to go play with a nice bouncy ball.
Wow, what a jerk. Okay, fine, you want to play like that? Ollie, let's go for the actual one.
I'm sorry.
Huh, maybe this is more complicated than I thought. Let's try this one again. I follow you wherever you go, but the more of me you take, the more you leave behind. Oh, duh. Oh, friggin' footsteps.
My. You're quite clever for someone with so little fashion sense. You may proceed to the first trial.
Behold my uncanny ability to contradict myself seconds after I say something. All right. This section is really cool. You got 5 trials to go through, and you've got Agent 9. The advantage? Agent 9's bouncing bullets. This is what makes it fun. You could be running away from an enemy and just random fire, and you'll hit like 5 targets. It's hilarious to go through this section. You don't even have to aim. You do have the option to go into sniper mode, but trust me, you are just going to want to blind fire everywhere. It is so much fun just to blind fire everything. And just the fact that the bullets bounce makes Agent 9 sections so much more fun. If they didn't, I don't think he would have been as much of a fun character as he is. Oh, the spawners do count as enemies. Okay. What's also kind of nice is the fact that Agent 9 kinda auto-targets. It's kinda hit or miss whether he actually auto-targets or not. 2 trials down. Let's go, Agent 9. As you've noticed, they're gonna continuously add enemies. Spawners are gonna be here. But eventually, it's going to get a lot more difficult. I mean, not difficult as in you won't be able to finish it. Difficult as in we're going to add a curveball enemy that Agent 9 doesn't normally deal with. I am kind of glad they added in this enemy for the sake of variety, 1, and 2, we have to use an ability that Agent 9 doesn't normally use. So, for example, right here. Can't remember. Yes, you can just destroy the coffins with the laser. We got one more trial after this, if my counting is correct. Sometimes, you know, I think of all these brilliant words to say and I forget what day it is. It's kind of the way my mind works. I'll have something amazing on my mind and then I'll immediately forget it. Such is the way of simple numbers and math. Yep, here we go, the final trial. They actually give you a few scarab beetles to deal with. Yeah, we got the rock golems here, what were they called, the earth shapers in the second game. Yeah, I'm kind of glad they're bringing, oh my gosh, they're bringing back older enemies that were fun to get rid of. And as you notice there, the earth shapers can destroy their allies with their bombs. So I would suggest for this particular segment of the trials, destroy as many of the groundlings as you can, and then use the bombs the earth shapers throw to either destroy more of them or to destroy them. Like I said, he doesn't normally have to throw grenades all the time. It's about time, you know, we had a new segment where he actually has a useful secondary addition. And this is awful. Okay, wait, how did I get this? Wait, what? Okay, sure. You know, I'll deal with it. Roxy, let's go. Weird stuff's happening, man. You're coughing butterflies, people are exploding, I get random blowing up grenades in my hand. Oh, this haunted tomb's weird, man. And we are right in front of the exit. Cool. Haunted tomb is down. I'm kind of sad to say this, but there's one level left. And I just realized that level didn't have money bags in it. This is the first level in a long time where we didn't have to pay to continue. Okay. My playing ability is going away. It is slowly slipping because we've got one level left. One technical level left. The last one, Dino Mines! See you guys next time.